Welcome everyone back to another video. So today I'm doing my top 5 wish list on Star Wars Battlefront 3, being made by the guys who make Battlefield. It's of course DICE, which is going to be an absolutely amazing combination. Battlefield with a Star Wars skin or theme, that is an epic combination. I cannot wait. I'm a huge Star Wars fan and this is right up my street. So I wanted to do my top 5 wish list of the multiplayer features of what I would like to see and what might be included. Of course, if they take Battlefront 2 as a base model and just expand off that, because that was a really epic game and it had a lot of features that most games these days don't really include. So of course, let's see what happens and let's get into this. Of course, if you do have any opinions, ideas of your own, please leave them right down in the comment section below. Otherwise, let's get into this. With the first one is character customization. Every shooter, third person, first person, should have character customization to some degree. You don't want to make it go overboard with the customization. You don't want people to have too much freedom, but more than, say, Battlefield 3 offered, more than just camo changing. I mean, I'm fine with that, but I would like a little bit more. And of course, weapon customization, nothing special really happened in Battlefield 3. They usually have 3 to 4 slots if you include the weapon paint, where you could swap and change attachments, make some wacky and crazy combinations. That was fun, really fun. I mean, that was perfect customization for weapons. But of course, Medal of Honor and Ghost Recon Future Soldier took it a little bit further, and that just shows what is absolutely possible. Again, Battlefield 4 could take it to the next level, we don't know, and of course Battlefront 3 might have some wacky and really interesting Star Wars weapon and character customization options. Who knows, but definitely character customization has to be in there. Next one is bigger vehicle warfare. Now, Battlefront 2 offered huge warfare. I think the online multiplayer was about 16 players, 16, not 60, and that was an ample amount of players to have in one match, where you could have dedicated jet space kind of warfare. They were just air vehicles in general. A lot of different and authentic Star Wars vehicles was included, which was interesting and very fun. Some other maps you might be seeing in the background by now had huge vehicles with these smaller, like, wheel-based Hellfire vehicles. I don't know what they're called, but they were really interesting, and they had a lot of ground vehicle warfare, but nothing combined with air to ground, which was disappointing. But again, that just homes the possibilities for Battlefront 3. Bigger and more dynamic maps. Of course, Battlefield 4 is going to have more dynamic maps, apparently, such as flooding a battlefield with a dam, which is interesting, and of course opens a lot of opportunities for very interesting and dynamic maps. We don't quite know what maps Battlefront 3 is going to have, or any at all, but definitely I want more authentic maps. Of course, Battlefront 2 didn't disappoint with the authenticity of the maps. They included a huge array of not only space and ground maps that were actually in the films, which was really good for the hardcore fans, and hopefully will return. Now, next one is the ability to play as a Jedi. This was in Battlefront 2, of course. If you played it, you may already know, but once you got enough points, or after a timer, you could change it, of course. You could play as a Jedi, whichever one this would be. For the if you're on the droid side, it would most likely be the dark side, and of course the clones were the good side. I don't know what you call it, but yeah, that's the way they put it, and that was interesting because each map homed a different Jedi of such, and I like that. I really like that. That added a new touch to it, because you not only had to be aware of the enemy, but you had to be aware of the enemy super soldier, essentially. And I love that. That was amazing. So I do hope that returns. Probably will. And of course, if it's in a first-person aspect, I don't know. Holding a huge laser sword and just cutting people down would be mind-blowing. I cannot wait to see what happens. And of course, the last one is to do with point 4, would be awesome first-person and third-person options. Now, Battlefront 2 did have third-person and first-person, but their third person was much better view, because in first person all you saw was the little crosshairs for the gun, and you never saw any of the gun or the person as you would say in Battlefield 3, which is a much better first person shooter obviously. So the third person was much more enjoyable to play as you could see your character in more of the environment. I just hope they add a awesome first person aspect to it, such as if they added the first person from Battlefield and then gave you the option to switch over to the third person or from third person to first person. Either way would be awesome. I just hope they include both of them, because I never really see any shooters these days that actually include both views, which I don't really understand why. Of course, third person would give you a huge advantage over someone using first person. For say if they were behind cover, they could see you approaching, and that might be a little bit unfair. So ways of balancing it would be tricky, but I'm sure they'll find a way. Otherwise, that is my top 5 wish list. I do hope you enjoyed. If you could post your opinions, if you have any ideas, in the comments section below. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do, for all the upcoming information that will be released hopefully tomorrow on the new Xbox reveal, so don't miss out on that. And of course E3 will be covered, and any other gaming news that excites me will be posted up on this channel. So as always, until next time.